James Harden won his MVP award in 2018, but scarily enough, 8 years later, James Harden is the second best player on a team that has gone 17 of 21 and was surging to the playoffs. And still he got traded for a player that is clearly worse than him and is also having a bigger injury history. In short, despite producing at an MVP caliber level, the Clippers still didn't want James Harden past this year. How could someone so great, and I mean historically great, not just this year or last year, be so unwanted? Well, the answer is a lot more sinister and scary than the airy-fairy BS Harden and the Clippers are trying to provide the media. Let me put this into perspective for you real quick. James Harden this season has averaged 25 points a game, 8 assists a game, 5 rebounds a game on 35% 3-point shooting with volume. Those 8 assists, by the way, they're good for 3rd in the league. Oh, but James Harden always has empty stats. It never contributes to winning. Oh, but wait, his team has won 17 out of 21 games and is 9th in the Western Conference playoff race. So wait a second. He is contributing to winning as well. Let's not forget the oh-so-small fact that
Steve Ballmer, who I love as an owner, but the combination of him and his inexplicable, unwavering faith in Lawrence Frank and Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, if you're the LA Clippers, what more needs to be said? Your crappy franchise is actually having a chance to do something. James Harden is one of the main reasons why. And even last year in the playoffs, you guys gave the Nuggets a great run for their money. And oh yeah, it was James Harden and the crew. Kawhi was injured again. So this is a no-brainer in the 2026 NBA, is it not? A guy who's producing like this? Of course you pay him. Well, you must remember that when it comes to the LA Clippers, nothing is a matter of course. And even though Harden had a player option for this upcoming season, he wanted that guaranteed. And the Clippers said no. Don't you think that that's patently hilarious and actually just a massive middle finger to James Harden, given that they've had no issues with constantly extending Kawhi, despite the guy never taking the court? Where at the same time you have James Harden, who's always healthy, and he's producing for you. Yes, we can say that, okay, when it comes to Game 7s in the playoffs, okay, James Harden isn't that guy. But guess what, man? You need to win in the regular season to even get to the playoffs. And James Harden, you can say whatever you want about him. He's gonna get you to the playoffs. He's gonna get you wins in the regular season. And most importantly, especially for the Clippers, he's gonna play. So then what's the actual damn reason you would give up a player of this caliber in 2026 when money's flying around?
Because when James Harden wants out, you let him leave. Because he's shown you what he's gonna be like when he wants to leave and you make him stay. We've seen it, okay? And so you don't want that problem. You don't want that problem. When that brother wants out, you get him up out of there, okay?
And so, it is exactly like all his other stops. James Harden wore out his welcome. And in a league that is more and more prioritizing organizational efficiency and a top-down hierarchy, players like James Harden are not going to survive well in this new NBA. And this is clearly being shown. So okay, let's talk about the actual trade to see if I'm full of shit or if I'm correct. You say you want to get younger, you don't want to pay anyone past 2027, and you want someone who's going to be better in the playoffs, in theory. Then why did you trade for Darius Garland and a second round draft pick? That's not gonna help you improve. You're not rebuilding with a second round draft pick. And if you are so focused on your cap space being free after 2027, which is the party line the Clippers have given, you're trading Harden away for a rental?
What's going on with the Clippers? I mean, I don't have enough time in this show in 2 hours to tell you what's going on with the Clippers.
How in God's name are you going to position a rebuild when your team has gone 17 out of 21? That's insane. They've been the best team in the NBA for the last couple months. Kawhi is finally healthy and producing like a monster. James Harden was giving you 25, 8, and 5 on decently efficient shooting. Then you trade him because you don't want to extend him past 2027? But now you're getting back someone who, forget every other thing, has been a significant injury risk. Is that what the Clippers want? Another injury risk? Bruh, I don't get this organization at all. This is why people hate the Clippers, truthfully. Even when they have a chance to be good, they find a way to self-sabotage. It's just purely ridiculous. What happens to team chemistry now? Really? You think Darius Garland's gonna improve the chemistry? Whereas Harden was finding all these other tertiary pieces on the Clippers? Guess what, man? You don't win without James Harden this year. I know he's had a lot of problems historically, but this year, you should have extended him. He's worth it. Here's the other part where people are gonna say, well, James Harden wore out his welcome. James Harden deserves this. And look, you're not wrong in the sense that this guy has been a locker room malcontent for a long time. That's why this is his 6th team in 8 years, despite being an MVP caliber player. But on the flip side of it, if you're James Harden and you're in your late 30s and you know you only have a couple good years left, plus you have turned back the clock and are playing out of your mind, why wouldn't you want guarantees past this year? I mean, honestly, I'm not even a big James Harden guy, but the dude makes complete sense here. Also, let's add on to the fact that your team sucks. It's not like the Clippers are some big championship contender. They're still the loser-ass little brother that now we can clearly see why. It honestly makes no sense. But unfortunately, in professional sports, nothing follows you worse than a bad reputation. And unfortunately, James Harden has been feeling that, but this is the top of it. They just traded you for pennies on the dollar while you're having an MVP caliber season and are the reason that the team is actually playing super well and has a chance of making the playoffs. The team employing you would rather risk all of that and trade you away than keep you and pay you. That is a damning indictment. And it shows that even when you're an NBA MVP caliber player, you need to also fall in line. Because guess what? Hierarchy rules all. And James Harden's feeling that.